Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you about something that Governor Cuomo has presented that is going to affect both commercial and residential real estate going forward. And that is that recently he just announced that he is going to push to let Manhattan landlords convert offices and hotels into residences. This is a conversion from commercial to residential. This is from January 12th. Cuomo says he plans to propose legislation to create a 5-year window when property owners can transform into residences, office buildings, and hotels in downtown Manhattan, the heart of the biggest US commercial real estate market. The reason they're doing this is because there are budget shortfalls, and those budget shortfalls are not going to be, even with federal assistance, they're not going to expected to make up the difference. So there's going to be cuts in city services. So politicians are scrambling for ways to make money to be able to, pay for the services that the city needs. One of these ways is this commercial to residential conversion. And that makes total sense. There is a lot of vacancy it's like 85% to 90% vacant, a lot of the buildings in Midtown and downtown, a lot of these big commercial buildings. I've been running around them with a couple of different clients, law firm, restaurant for the retail space, some designers. And this is the story I hear over and over. There's about 10% of the building is occupied or in use, and the other 90% is sitting unoccupied. That's not to say that these numbers are not going to head back up. Everyone expects them to do that later this year. But it is to say that we have been successfully, I think, working from home, right? Everybody has figured out ways, most companies have figured out ways to have folks work from home. It calls into question whether or not all the commercial space, all the office space that we have is totally needed, or whether or not they can downsize. And everyone expects most companies to do some downsizing of office space in the coming years. This is a longer term thing. If that's the case, if the way the market works, it's sort of simple economics. You have sort of the price of residential real estate on one side, you have the price of commercial real estate on the other side, and they kind of are actually fairly similar on a price per square foot basis when you look at them, both sides of it. And if that price of the commercial real estate gets pushed down enough because of the pandemic and because of lessened demand, because of working from home in the coming years, what you're going to see is people are going to take advantage of that conversion. They're going to convert it to residential until those prices kind of equalize again. And I'm sure the opposite would be true if and when that ever happened. But I don't know that we're in any danger of a shortage of not enough demand for residential real estate in the city. So those things I think are going to happen. I think you're going to start to see a bunch of conversions. There'll probably be a bunch of condo buildings in Midtown and downtown that are converted from office buildings over the next few years. The politicians in Albany are also, or all over, local and statewide, are considering the possibility of a gambling license, so a casino in Manhattan or in New York City. This is another way that they could potentially raise a few $100 million or more in tax revenue by issuing these licenses. So these are the kinds of things that people are looking for, creative ways to create greater tax revenues, and that is going to have an effect on the real estate market, both commercial and residential. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have questions about commercial real estate, I do that as well. I don't talk about it a lot here, but I have worked with a number of companies, from law firms like I was just talking about, restaurants, and hedge funds, media companies, tech companies, and other stuff, to find them commercial sites here in the city. So that's it. All right. Talk to you later.